Good morning. Can everyone hear me okay? Thank you. Awesome.
Good morning, everybody. Look who's here.
Morning.
Matt, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, can't hear anything. Can you say a few words so I could hear you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear you loud and clear.
okay, good. Now I could hear you. I wanted to make sure that I could hear you because I couldn't hear anything. How's that spy trade treating us?
We are getting out right now.
All right. All right. You got in at 185. How much you getting out for on this one?
220 is what we got out.
Nice. Beautiful. Post it in there. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Murphy's Law never fails, Matt. Every time we launch a new program. It never fails. It never, ever fails. Let me just clean up everything around here. I just had Penny here a second ago. Penny was helping me with the class. And Deanna says emails went out a little bit later. So it may be a minute. It may be a minute till for everybody to come in here. I got a lot to talk about today. I do have a lot to talk about today as usual. Hey, Santiago. Hey, DJ Old Santiago Richard. Who's this DJ? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. It's DJOLLEMAC. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce your name. DJ Olelmac. If DJ, I'll just call you DJ. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize on YouTube. Tim, how are you? Good to see everybody. Let me see what's going on YouTube. How come YouTube is not? Uh, there we are. Now I could see us on YouTube. Oh, Santiago made 30%. That's nice. Hey, Bill, how are you? Good to see everybody. Now let me go say hello to everybody here on. There we go. It's very nice. How's the baby, Matt?
She's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little, very
she's
little,
been
huh?
sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping most of the day. Yeah, she's real tiny.
Yeah, that's what they do most of the time. They just sleep and sleep and sleep. And then the next thing you know, they ask you to buy them a new car and then they move out of the house. DJ, I'll just call you DJ Old Mac. Oh, I guess I didn't get it wrong. I had it right. DJ Old Mac. All right. So let me open up the chat. Say hello to everybody on YouTube here. I mean, on all the folks here. Hey, Kurt. Hey, Marlo. Good morning to you. Greg. Bob says good morning. They're doing good, Bob. They're doing good. He can answer himself. Obviously, he knows better. HG, congratulations. Jill, good morning. Morning, Phil, Carl, Robert, Steve, Bob, Glenn. I can't tell you how the Alpha Zone Pro has changed my trading. I now day trade Alpha Zone Pro. I now day trade Tesla and have consistently been making minimum 4,000 per day over the past 2 weeks. It's truly a game changer. I, I like that. I'm going to repost that in the Telegram channel. I mean, yeah, I am going to right now. I'm gonna
Can you
delete your last name there, Glenn. So you know. Sorry, Matt. You were saying?
can you hear me better now?
I heard you fine to begin with too, but yeah, I hear you good.
I switched over to the mic. It was on the camera.
Yeah, I hear you sound really good right now. Like the quality is really good, like professional quality. I see a
Good.
bed background. Yeah, that's Matt. He's sick today. He's not feeling well. He has a cold, so he's staying at home today. And out of the goodness of his heart, he's broadcasting and helping me today. So I say that that's okay. Yep. By the way, Matt, you can use Zoom to like mute the background like Jack Carter does.
Yeah.
You know that, and it actually looks really good. Congratulations, Mike.
Oh, you mean yeah, I'll try that.
You could do that. It'll completely distort your background. Make it look more. Ken says you lost on the first trade again. Did I lose on the first trade? I don't know what program are we talking about, Ken? Got a lot of programs. Leaving the gym, Murray. Glad the baby's well. Spy 45%. Good, good. Just made about
Oh,
$300 this
God.
morning. Good, good. Yeah, just tell me what program and I'll respond. Matt just closed six spy on the day, $671. Welcome back. Good. Roger, bad night with back and scale. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bob. So sorry to hear that. How can he make that in Tesla using AlphaZone? Because remember, I told you AlphaZone you could trade mega caps if you want to. I don't, but you could if you wanted to. I have to change for everyone else to see it. There you go. Thought AlphaZone for spot. Nope. Scott, I said a lot of folks use it for mega caps. Mega caps. I don't like to use it for mega caps, but a lot of people do. QQQ, it was great watching you manage that trade. Thank you, DJ. Are you trading intraday? Yes, we've been trading. I trade both the pit and the trading zone. Good, 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 good. Did the Amazon truck show up with all the baby goodies? That's a good question for Matt. I was wondering about trading zone in a lot of other. Ken, trading zone. We just took a winner a few minutes ago. We took a winner. We had a loser. We've been having. I'll be very frank with you guys. So we've been trading zone. We've been trading trading zone for 6 months, including 2 months live in the pit every trade, like just like we've been getting. And Murphy's Law, it never fails. Out of the entire time we've been trading, we've had since we launched it, it has been by far the worst 2 weeks we've had in the last 6 months, actually. Would you agree with that, Matt?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's amazing, right? I mean, Murphy's Law never fails. It just doesn't fail. It just doesn't fail. It never fails. Like, it's not like we're doing anything differently than we were doing a week ago or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I mean, dude, same trade, same everything. It's just now I'll tell you, this is my first day as the futures trading. No, it's not futures trading. It's stock trading. But if you wanted to trade futures, you could trade futures instead of you could trade e-minis. I'm not blaming anything on anyone, but I will tell you this. This is what I will tell you. Do you have a document about Trading Zone? Benoit, I have a document. I have a video. I have 5 hours of instructional videos. I've got pretty much anything you can imagine. You gotta reach out to customer service, and they'll hook you up with all of that. Yeah, AlphaZone's amazing, but again, AlphaZone and Trading Zone are two different programs. And remember, we can't trade the way you. See, I want to explain something to you guys. I want to explain this to you. I joined AlphaZone. I checked the Telegram. I have not received. Where do you? We don't. Mike Cly, if you joined AlphaZone Pro and you're waiting for alerts, um, uh, uh, then you're going to be waiting for a long time. Your a trading zone is where the alerts are. I have a track record of losing your first trade in a public debut. Well, there you go, Ken. Yeah, yeah. Uh, more than the first trade, like several trades. Is it possible to make a dashboard of internal market for trading view? Internal market. I don't exactly know what you're talking about. HG, but
Yeah,
the trading view
yeah,
should have
yeah,
everything. Matt, do you have any idea can you tell me what she's talking about?
yeah. I thought there was one in there. If not, I'll make one. But I gotta figure out how to share a layout in TradingView with you guys.
Oh, the market internals.
Yeah,
Internals, not internal market internal. So HG, I thought you were talking about momentum till like a second ago. Now I understand what you're saying. Market internals, not internal market, not internal. Now we're all on the same page. Yeah, it should only take him a few minutes. Matt, speaking of which, and I know you're sick. You just had a baby. You're sick. You're at home. Oh, your background looks great, by the way. Um, Paul says Stealth Surge seems to have dropped off with the new program enthusiasm. Now, you folks, this is exactly what I was talking. These are the kind of emails I've been getting. This is what I'm talking about. See, I'm gonna repost this right now, and we'll get into our things in a second. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Remember, I had a session on. I'm gonna repost this, Paul, because I want everyone to see this. All right. Now you see what he just said? These are the emails I've been getting. And then I ask Matt to show me, so Paul, I had an email just like that my enthusiasm has been dropping. Okay. Uh, and, uh, um, and Roger is only keeping you out of trouble. I am, but I wanted you to see something, Paul. Can you show everybody the same spreadsheet you showed us yesterday? I'm well, Art. Thank you. See, I get emails like this, Paul, and then I ask Matt to show me the spreadsheet. Matt, go ahead. Take over the screen here and show me the spreadsheet. See, Paul, now I could have just avoided you, ignored you, but instead I publicly made a highlight of what you just posted and I reposted it because I want people to see what I'm talking about.
you
So,
want
so
the
cumulative.
overall tracker?
Yes, yes, yes. Paul, this is what I look at. I look at this. This is my track record for all of my programs. Okay? All of them. I don't take them apart. So here's stealth surge, here's stealth surge. Show me, can you please tell me where my enthusiasm is waning? And can you, Matt, now show me the stealth surge track record, please? I keep getting these emails, but I just want to know where my win rate is 76% of my profit is 1.32. So I want to know where is this enthusiasm falling off? Paul, could it be that we have no good trades to take? So let's look at my enthusiasm. Let's take a look at my unbridled enthusiasm, Paul. So here's stealth surge, guys. This is it. This is me taking all my clothes off. I'm exposing myself to you. This is it right here. So let's take a look, Paul. Let's look at the last one, two, three, four trades, except for the last one was a loser. And then we had one, two, three, four, five winners. Five winners, Paul. Three trades in February and one in March. Can somebody please tell Paul, hey, Paul, let me ask you a question. Do you come here? Do you come here on a regular basis? Just yes or no will do. Can you explain? He does. Paul, have you heard me talk about things like we have no stocks breaking out? We have no stocks moving. There's no momentum in the market. I'm trying to watch out for you. So here's the thing I want to tell you, Paul. If my enthusiasm has gone down on this program, I hope my enthusiasm goes down like this on every program. I really do. So, Paul, I'm watching your ass. Paul, I want to ask you a question. How, how in good faith can I give you stocks when there's 54 stocks breaking up to the upside? Where am I going to get them from? My butt? Or would you like me to give you stocks that are trading below the 200-day moving average? So every time I get emails like this, your enthusiasm has waned. No, folks, nothing has waned. I'm literally spending all my day in the pit and with Matt in the there's nothing waning. Are you a newbie or been trading sometimes? Paul, if you're a newbie, yeah, but go again, Matt. Can you wait a minute? He was. I'm sorry. Yeah, if this is my if this is my enthusiasm waning, 78% win rate, I'll take this any day of the week. A winner, a 2190% gain since return. So, folks, I want to ask you a question. Do you think my enthusiasm is waning? I mean, oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. We got the kitty cat there.
Yeah.
There we go. So, folks, I hope your win rate and I hope your profit factor looks like this and your spreadsheet look like this when your enthusiasm is waning.
Oh.
No, folks, I've been here every step of the way. I've been working really hard to help you. And most importantly, to avoid you making stupid decisions and getting into bad trades. So if this is me waning my enthusiasm, you guys pray to God my enthusiasm keeps waning. So tell me, Paul, where do you see my enthusiasm waning? The win rate is okay. Oh, it's just okay. Good. The number of trades seems to be less than they. Yes, but Paul, have you heard me talk every single day about how there's less stocks? There's hardly anything to choose from. I don't have any stocks on my up list. We're in a very weird area. We're near the 200-day moving average. My enthusiasm waning for Matt, let me ask you a question. Do you think my enthusiasm has been waning about any programs?
Not at all.
Let me ask you a question. How much have I been up your ass in the last month about everything compared to usually?
Like tenfold.
That's how much my enthusiasm is waning. Folks, please don't get me started. All right. Let's stay the no. First of all, I wanted to explain this for anybody who because I've been getting emails like that, so I wasn't really getting into Paul. I've gotten a couple of emails. I got maybe 5 emails over the last. All right, sorry about that. I got no, it's me, Matt. I got booted out for some reason. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Uh, all right, you guys should be able to see me as well. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, I hear you great.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, folks, if this is me losing my enthusiasm, I hope you guys. I hope that I keep losing my enthusiasm. Paul, please listen to the words coming out of my mouth. The only thing I'm doing is protecting you from yourself, and that's like the nicest way I could put it. All right, let me go ahead and share the stream. Enthusiasm. I live for this stuff, literally. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. And we can begin.
And I'll also add
Yes, please.
when w- when the market is good, uh, we don't say, oh, well, we only do one trade per week. So if we see multiple good setups, we're still only going to give you one. When the market's good, we'll give you one, two, three a week. So you got to step
Yeah,
on the gas pedal and take it off. Otherwise, the performance will. You can't force trades,
right.
or we'll get crushed.
Exactly. The best thing I could have done, Paul, the best thing I could have done was not give you trades during that period of time. Hey, wait a minute, I like this. I'm here for information. Good, Jay. Good. All right, let me give you some information. I used to, but thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. So, Remember this morning I gave you guys my Picasso drawing. Uh, for those, Matt, I know you're not here this morning, and I know you don't follow uh, my thing, but I've become an artist lately. Did you know this?
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
I've become an artist, I tell you. So here's the first picture. Here's the first picture. And what did I say? We need to take out the high. If we don't take out the high, nothing will happen. We started out really bad this morning, really bad, broke down, nothing good was happening. But then all of a sudden, looks like our Picasso's actually coming to fruition. Uh, Now, was my analysis this morning helpful to you guys? So the Picasso is coming through to fruition. The next thing you guys want to know, the next thing you guys want to know is, well, what's the next stage of this Picasso drawing? Yeah, I've seen four in a day. There you go. I heard some of that draws like that could get upwards of 500,000 for each drawing. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, exactly, Robert. You also got suckered into a short this morning. Yeah, we did too, Richard. We did too. We got suckered in. It happens to the best of us. So here's the deal. Now we do have these two areas here we have to break. And by the way, everything I'm saying about the spy right everything I'm saying about the spy right now applies equally to um, one second here. Applies equally to the QQQ. Okay. See how the QQQ have a strong low, firm low, and now we're coming up. So we got these levels here. I have not changed this picture. I did not change this at all on the SPY or QQQ, and I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep it here just the way it is. So theoretically, the next move the next move here, we should get above these levels. We should maybe get a day or two of a bump here, depending on the news, and then we can come right back up to the 200-day moving average and test this area. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, most of these are looking exactly the same right now because we have all that uncertainty. But I could draw this pretty much everywhere. You see how we're entering this area? My key today was this taking out, yeah, thank you, Art. My key was whether we were going to take out the high, yesterday's high. Carlos says we were suckered in, or is this a bearish continuation, not a reversal? I don't know, Carlos. As of right now, it looks like a reversal for three reasons. We're really strong today. We didn't really trade. Look, we didn't really trade. Remember what I said, Carlos? Ironic. Wait a minute. I'm not sharing my screen. Yes, I am. I am sharing. Brendan, I'm sharing my screen. I could see it on YouTube, so I know I'm sharing my screen, and Matt can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Carlos, I got to tell you, and I know you pay attention more than most, but the everything I said this morning, and I hate to say I hate to say I told you so, or I knew this was gonna, because I didn't, but everything I said this morning was just spot on, man. I mean, like, look, remember I said be wary if we start trading in this area. We didn't trade in this area. Look at QQQ. See, we didn't even trade in this area, and look how we took out the high. So what honestly folks, it would not be a bad if you're trying to learn. It would be a very good idea for you to rewatch this morning's video, okay? I'm sharing, I know I'm sharing because I could see myself sharing on Zoom on YouTube. So I know I'm sharing. So remember what I said. I said if you start seeing this, the meat of the move right here on the wick, that's very bad. But that's not the case. We opened today, went down, couldn't really get down to this area, which should have been a big red flag for the short trade, Matt. But hindsight is 2020, and then right here we're now above this area right here, and we have these two levels right here. Okay. So if we can get above these levels right here, we our next level is the upper end of this box, which is very, very close to the 200-day moving average. The only reason why I didn't want to make the top of this box the 200-day moving average is because I wanted you to see the 200-day moving average. Okay? Yeah, Christian, you're not going to get any bullshit from me. I'm too old for that stuff. Um, it's okay, Bob. Roger morning layout made me all my earnings today. Yeah, I mean, I laid it out. Remember what I said this morning? It was only a few hours ago. Thank you for inside looking news. Start looking at market. Here, let me give you the morning link. It's right here. Roger Scott Tube. There you go. Here, you go right here and you go to the live tab. Sarcasm, yes. Bullshit, no. Go to this tab. It has a live tab. This channel I just gave you, it has a live tab. Go to the live tab. Here, actually, I can just go there right now. Here. And you will see it there. You'll see the morning, afternoon, morning, afternoon. Here, here's where I'm at. You could see it right here. See? VIP, this is right now. This is morning. This is yesterday's VIP. This is yesterday's morning. If you watch this morning's video, there is very little I could say right now. There's very, very little I could say right now about the market that I did not talk about in the morning video. Remember breaking the structure, how the NASDAQ did it, how we have to either break, and I said the big sign is going to be if we trade this or if we take out the high. And we took out the high. And now that we took out the high, this becomes a pivot. This confirms this as a pivot. So now, if you're going long, you can use this as a stop, and your profit target would be near the 200-day moving average. I'm showing Roy. I'm using TC 2000 right now, and I have Think or Swim right behind me. You can't see it, but I have a monitor here that I have Think or Swim on right here, and the computer right here, uh, computer right there. All right. 1 second here. 1 second. Let me just see what's going on. Hopefully this isn't a real pullback, although it just looks like a little one, but we may be going to the VWAP. Be careful here. But it happens. I'll make sure to stand in front of a mirror and slap myself. Yeah. I analyzed my mistake this morning. After taking 5 steps back, I realized my fly missed a clear technical indicator that we would go higher today. Yeah. Roger has literally been giving us all the answers so far this week, and he does it every week. It's our job to pass the exam when the market opens. Great teaching. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very nice of you, Maxwell. That's very nice of you. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. 1 second here. Uh, 1 second. I just want to put this here. All right. So I told you guys. So let's just continue. Let's just pretend you were all listening to me this morning, and let's just pretend we're like, um, let's pretend we're now moving on. So we got our opening. We're good to go here. We're now choppy, but we're moving into a bullish bias. The number of stocks breaking down is 111 right now, and the number of stocks breaking up is only 56. So we're not really seeing much momentum to the upside yet, but we're sure as heck seeing a lot less momentum to the downside. Remember, just yesterday, this number was it yesterday? No, it was the day before. Days run into me. Can somebody tell me, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or was it the day before when this number was at 500? Was it yesterday during the day or was it Friday during the day? Yesterday. Thank you. Days for me run into each other. Days for me run into each other. So I'm totally twisted. So momentum levels are clearly looking much, much better. Clearly looking much, 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 much better. Okay. Much, much better. Problem is they're not picking up to the upside. Well, what that means is shorts are covering, but they're not exactly going long. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Please listen. I'm really like, I spent a lot of time thinking about this and analyzing this. And although I have a lot of stocks on my long list, I do, I have a lot of stocks on my long list. They're not the best looking stocks. Most of them are still defensive stocks, and most of them are stocks that have been moving the last several days. Well, Roger, isn't that a great thing? No, 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 it has not been a great thing. Now, I hope the guy who asked me, I forgot who it was, but whoever asked me the question about why I'm not going long a lot of stocks, listen to what I'm about to say. Because we have not had any momentum to the upside. We have very few stocks breaking up. Have you guys noticed? Have you guys noticed, for example, GL? How many days in a row have I given you GL? 5, 6 days in a row. How about bro? I mean, I must have given you that stock 10 times already. How about VRSN? We've been talking about VRSN for 3 weeks now. Now you're probably like, yeah, you're just pretty much giving us the same stocks. Now there's a couple of other ones, and we'll go through that in a few minutes. But, um, but, but at the same time, but no, no, no. But the problem is, see, Michael, the problem is, yeah, if it ain't broken, that's fine. That's all. You're right. You're absolutely right. The problem is, how come I'm not adding other stocks to the other stocks are not joining the party? So what's happening is, and Richard from Puente Gorda actually made a point of it the other day. He said a lot of these are overextended. So what happens is these stocks are beginning to get overextended, but there's no other stocks joining the party. Okay. Could it be that I'm just being cheap with you and I don't want to give them to you? No, no. And that's the point I was making. If their stock's breaking out, I'm going to be like jumping over myself saying, yeah, I got more than I know what to do with. I don't have any Amazons. I don't have any tech stocks. I don't have anything good. All my stocks here are healthcare, consumer staples, utilities, and insurance. That's not good. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Meanwhile, to the downside, I got the pick of the litter. Okay. So point point being, my point is, Roger Carlos says, with I'm calling you Carlos. I'm calling you by my name now. Without your constant monitor sharing, I'd be lost, broke, and certainly working as a greeter. Oh, that's not good, Carlos. No, no, we don't want that. No, we don't want that. So I try finding good stocks, and I'll go over this with you. By the way, Jeff Smith is joining us in about 15 minutes. But I wanted you guys, you know, I wanted you guys to understand. Like, there's only so many utility stocks we could look at. You know what I'm saying? There're just not that many there. So I mean, think about it. I sit here with Matt or without Matt 8 hours a day. It's boring if I don't have stocks to trade. I want to give you more stocks, but I don't want to give you caca-poo-poo. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. What is the A line? Here's the A line. Let me show you the A lines. Look, it's a good question. Look. So long, we have 14 stocks. Did any of these long? No, 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 no. Right here, Allstate. Guess what the number one stock on my list is that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes? Allstate. Didn't miss that one. Next one, let's see. No, no, no. Maybe a good short there. No, no. Nope. Let's look at the short side. Definitely not today. Maybe to the short side. No, 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 no. That's it. That's my list. Do I need to go further? I always have 5 to 10 A lines, good A lines on oh, not always, but 99% of the time. I mean, this one looks okay if it breaks down a little more. But point is, there ain't nothing here. Piet says there are many people who follow you and are extremely satisfied with what you teach them. If you try to anger you or upset you, this involves a lot of teaching time. Please do not respond to nonsense. Thank you, Piet de Braga. I appreciate it. So do you guys see it? There's just nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm literally going through the scan for you. There's nothing there. You want me to you want me to give you inferior trades? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm not going to do that. Okay? Not going to do that. All right. So as of right now, I'm cautiously optimistic about getting to the 200-day moving average. Okay? All right? I'm cautiously optimistic that we're going to get to the 200-day moving average. Now, look at the big scheme of things. Does that really make you feel warm and fuzzy? Doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy, but because we're still in the structure. And when we broke the structure yesterday, we went right in. Look, as we talked this morning, remember? We broke here, we didn't get to the candle. The meat, we're above the meat. The only couple of things we've got in our way are these two minor resistance levels. But these are not nearly as powerful as the American flag. Why, Roger? Well, because these are used to tell us when to enter and exit the trade. They're not telling us when we should be engaged with the market. This tells us when we should be engaged with the market, okay? I mean, these tell us when we should be engaged, and these tell us how we should be engaged. So these have a lot less relevance for purposes of support and resistance, because a lot of folks use different indicators to enter and exit. But these, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you like this. If I was doing a seminar and I had 100 people in the room and I said, "Hey guys, who uses the 200, 100 and the 50-day moving average?" You'd probably get half or more raising their hands. If I had a room and I said, "Well, who uses the 8-day or the 15-day?" I would probably have I don't know, 5% of the room. Every other guy I know uses different. I know a lot of guys that use the 21 EMA instead of the 15 EMA. Half the people I know use the 21 EMA instead of the 15 EMA. No joke, they do. I like the 15 EMA. Linda Rashke, she uses the 21 EMA. I use the 15 EMA. So these vary because these are just ways to timing the market. This is timing the market, but these you use for market structure. So the fact that we're going to go up to the 200-day moving average. So the point is, these aren't as relevant as, say, the 200-day moving average. You not moving unless time is right gives me confidence and builds trust. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate it. Yeah. We don't want to do anything crazy. We don't want to do anything crazy. The last thing we want to do is do something crazy. Okay. So let's get back here. You see how we touched the high, touched the 8-day, and just kind of backed off right there. Be careful of that area. Although, again, it's not the 200, but something to pay attention to. Again, the 200-day moving average is our next target, assuming we close today above the meat. We want the meat of the candle. We want this right here. We want this right here. You see this right here? We want this to close above this today on the QQQ, on the SMH. Oh, so here's a good example. On the SMH, it's not doing it right now. See how it's right there? No go on QQQ. But look at on the SMH, but look at QQQ. See that? Look at SPY. You've got that covered. There is almost no difference. Well, but a lot of folks use the 21. My point is they're not as standardized. They're not as standardized. And appreciate it. Huh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Didn't we have a true trend? Yeah. All right. All right. I would be careful with J&J right now. J&J, be careful. The only good thing with J&J, it bounced on the 200, but this is bad fundamental news right now. This is not fundamental news always supersedes technical news. This fundamental news erased our picture. So now we have to get back to our picture for technicals to remain sound. Just FYI. All right. We can't foresee fundamental news dropping on the industry. All right. So let me give you guys some let me actually check something here. Where is my where is my Hold on a second. I can't see my camera. That's the problem. Where is my camera? Is it here? Hey, Matt, can you see me okay?
Yeah, I see you fine.
For some reason, I can't see the camera. Keep an eye on Jeff Smith. He's going to be coming here. He's going to be coming here shortly. Okay. Just keep an eye on him because I can't see my camera. I don't know where my camera is. Not that I really need it or I need to see myself, but I'm basically seeing myself on YouTube and I'm not seeing myself anywhere else, which is absolutely fine with me. All right. So let's just go back. Yeah, I just can't see it. Can't see it for some reason. Can't see the camera. See if I do this, that. No, this, no. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys stocks for the day. I'm not gonna give you options because I want you guys to be extra careful today, okay? Let me just check the SPY. ON, stop loss. Uh, okay. All right. This is the day intraday. This is the daily. I want to see it break the low. It's not holding on today, and SMH are not doing a great job of convincing me that we're out of the danger zone just yet. That's a good one, Ken. That's a good one. So on with a stop loss right here, right above this bar right here. Beam with a stop loss right here at about 24. AA, yeah. AA is not looking great. Keep an eye earnings the next couple of weeks. NRIX right here, about 1353 is your stop. For all of these, you should be looking at options 3 weeks out. 3 weeks out, okay? Huh. Wonder where that damn camera is. Strange, very strange. Right here. BRKR. We've talked about this stock quite a while. By the way, it has an entry set up right now to the short side, assuming this thing busts open. You have a profit till right here. You got about 50 cents here. Down of the structure by the end of the day. Otherwise, we'll make a nice Picasso. I bet Roger, we are breaking down of the structure by the end of the day. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes they are so small, they're hard to see. Try enlarging your chart. Yeah, no, I can't see it. Can't see it. All right. Hmm. It's weird. Very strange. All right, here's what I did. I opened up the panelists so at least I could see Jeff if he's coming on here. We'll see. We'll see. But if we do break down, here's your entry. You're below the VWAP here. If we go back here, you would cut your loss right here. And here you got a profit target till right here. Jack. Jack in the box. Look at this. Nothing changed. The problem, Adam, is Adam says a little worried about big tariff talk on the table this week. Mexico says April 3rd they will speak. I think folks are pricing in the worst case scenario with these tariffs right now, at least based on what I'm saying. Hey, we got Jeff here. Hey Jeff, how are you?
Good, Roger. How you doing?
Good, good. Go ahead, turn on your camera. Say hello to everyone.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Now, for some reason, folks, you could see Jeff, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to see him. All right. Good, good, good. Now, folks, Jeff and I have a class in 15 minutes, and Jeff is going to be talking about one of his programs. Let me give you a link for that. It'll be pretty cool. He's going to be sharing a new program with you. And here is the link for that.
Awesome.
There you go. All right. So we're just talking about some stocks. I just went through my short list, Jeff. Actually, I
Yeah.
got one more, and then I'm going to go through my long list, and then I'm going to pick your brains for a few minutes before we start. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Perfect. Perfect. How's the weather in Alabama today?
Ah, it is much calmer than it has been.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
No, we've had a
We
lot of
uh
storms.
we got real warm. We got real warm weather here. It's like in the 80s, real
Oh, wow.
humid. Like yeah, real warm weather.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my long list, folks. And again, I want you to pay attention to the fact that my long list does not have a lot of speculative stocks, which is not a great thing. That is not a great thing. Okay. We need to have some speculative stocks. So here's Allstate, defensive stock, actually also at a at the VWAP right now for an entry. Uh, here's Ori. Here's another stock that I like. Nicely breaking out. A little deviated from the 8-day EMA, but again, we don't have a lot of choices, and I wouldn't day trade this. Too wiki. Probably enter it right around here if I could, or maybe over here. But again, something to keep an eye on. Bob, the one after Jack was Vera. Vera. This one right here. Vera Pharmaceuticals. And again, let's go back to we had Allstate, we had Ori, we had SRG, we had ACI, we had Bro, VRSN, GL. Notice, folks, Bro, we've had on our list for 2 weeks now. VRSN, we've had on our list now for same amount of time. Just moving right along the 8-day EMA, not really doing much. If you want to trade this, wait for it to come down to the 8-day and then just use the 15, trail it with the 15-day. Sigma, again, defensive stock, but we have defensive stocks trading above the 200-day now and breaking out of this area here. So again, this is not the kind of stocks that make a great bull market, folks. These are not stocks that make a great bull market. These are defensive stocks. General Dynamics, you only have till about the 200 here. Then this is your profit target, so you have a little bit of room here. But it's been trending pretty well. But look at this. I have to find stocks that are below the 200, which I really don't like doing. So I would be really careful here. Be really cautious here. I wouldn't be going crazy on that one. SPY. Let's just see something here. All right. Next one, we got MNST. Now this one looks great. This one is trading above the 8-day EMA. And it's right now at the VWAP, actually. So if you want to take a pullback trade, you have an opportunity here, and hopefully it'll come back up. I would probably wait for it to hit the 8-day, which is right around the 58. So you're about 78 cents. I would wait for it maybe to cool off a little more, but it's not looking bad. Problem is, if money starts coming back into speculative stocks, then uh, if money starts coming back into speculative stocks, we're going to be in a position where this will come down and speculative stocks will start coming up. You'll notice that every time you see a red candle, it states that we had some minor rally in mega caps or stuff like that. Uh, mm, teach us to kindly teach us me to use the alpha zone. Let's try to. All right. So, anyhow, just wanted you guys to understand there are some good stocks, but the stocks that look good are very defensive. Very defensive. Now let's look at the mega caps just for, I don't know, shits and giggles to see what's going on. Already told you about my Picasso structure in Jeff, when you hear the word Picasso, that's me drawing lines to see if I can predict the market 5, 6 days in advance with squirrely little lines that I draw for everybody.
Well, you're a better artist than what he is, so I can understand this.
So far, we have one that came to fruition, and we're building another one. Assuming this continues moving higher to the 200-day, we'll have our second Picasso drawing. That's where we're at right now. All right. So mega caps. Now, first thing you'll notice is we don't have a clear trend with the mega caps. There's no clear trend. We're not above the 200. We're not below. So we have a lot of there's a lot of buyers and sellers here. So you're pretty mixed. You have a pretty mixed bag here, which means there's a lot of liquidity, which means we could get stuck here for a while, like we got stuck here. We don't necessarily have to go up. The reason why I think we're going to go up pretty fast is because we have a strong low right here. Okay. But it doesn't mean, but even if we do, you're not talking about a lot of movement here. You're talking about a couple of days here. Okay. So let's look at them. Netflix. What's Netflix doing? Netflix is resting at the 100-day moving average, but it looks like a pretty darn good support level for this stock. So unless we break the structure right here, we'll probably go and test the 50-day. So Netflix doesn't look too bad. Okay. We got Microsoft. Microsoft is in range, kind of doing what our drawing is doing right now. For our drawing to continue, for our Picasso drawing to continue moving in our direction, we can come all the way up here, maybe even higher, and still come back down without any problems. So there's really nothing really there. Um, Google, same thing in within the range. Let's look at Tesla real quick. Tesla, you got the 200-day moving average right here. So I would be very, 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 very careful. Meta, you're sitting right at the 200, which reminds me of Netflix, which can come right back up to our level. This confirms, this kind of looks very similar to what I'm seeing right now with the SPY. You could see that right there. So there's no clear shot with any mega caps right now. We don't have a clear shot. We don't have any clear targets. So the odds are, with the mega caps not participating, we're going to stay rather choppy for the foreseeable future. Jeff, tell me what you think about the market.
I think it's still a little bit on the suspect side of things, even though today they actually took out yesterday's high, especially on the QQQ. They got back above 470 on that thing, so which puts it a little more positive. I think right now they're starting a brand new quarter, a brand new month. And we got tomorrow, which is the day of tariff. And I think they're just trying to feel the water right now, trying to figure out if they want to be more positive. And if they can be, cool. Otherwise, I was telling everybody last week when we were kind of getting weaker, I said, my guess is they're going to test the lows of the year before we get through the month. And of course, they did it yesterday. And now the thing is, well, they just hit 10%. The last time they did it, they went up to the 38.06% retracement on a fib from the highs, and they failed. So I'm wondering if we don't get to see that again. So it'd be kind of interesting to see how they start playing this tariff day out tomorrow. Now, I don't know if this is a rally to give them an excuse to sell off once it hits. It's just one of those, we'll just have to watch and see kind of things.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think so too. I think there's just so much unforeseeability right now that we
Yeah.
just we just truly don't know
Yeah.
what
And
is
the
going to happen.
CFOs are kind of, freaking out there too. They're trying to figure out with all the regulations coming in or non-regulation and the new changes, they're kind of scrambling, trying to figure out, how do we make money in this thing? And so I think a lot of the companies out there are kind of, doing sitting back on their haunches a little bit, trying to figure out, okay, before we start injecting money here and there, where, you always hear Trump, hey, they're investing 100 billion here or 100 million there or whatever it is. I think they're going to be sitting back a little bit, trying to figure out, okay, what's this really going to do? Because I mean, they have to look at the long term. They just can't look at, what's next week or next month. They got to look at, for the next, 3 or 4 quarters out, just because they have investors. And I think they're having a hard time seeing the clear picture that's out there right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, I don't like the fact that data centers right now are. I don't like the fact that data centers are right now. Everybody's talking about DLR and data centers and how they're losing money and all that. That's not good either because it takes a long time to set those up.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So
And
yeah. So I'm really like, I'm really like, if you look at DLR, let's look at it. It's just, I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not good. And data centers is the future. It's not like the past. That they're doing that for the future, and they're saying things are slowing down. So
Hmm.
that's why I tell folks like my Picasso drawing, I like it, but I said, hey, even if I'm right, we only go to the 200-day moving average. We're not really. I mean, I said, yeah, even if I'm right, even if I'm 100% right, okay, yeah, we hit the 200-day moving average. So, it's one of those things. It's one
Yeah.
of
And I
one of
think people are better off keeping their powder dry, keeping no money in their pocket right now. Let
Oh,
the
yes.
let the market, figure it out, and don't let them play with your money doing it. And
Yes, yes. I've been trying to tell my folks that for the last couple of weeks that like
yeah,
this is like I'm trying to do you a favor by not giving you a lot of trades.
right,
You know,
exactly.
I'm like literally doing you a favor here. But
Yeah,
a lot of people they think more trades equals, keeping money in your pocket, something to be said about that in this economy. You know?
absolutely, absolutely there is. I mean, I'd rather be in cash ready to pounce, as opposed to not have anything going, dang, I missed it.
Exactly. Exactly. 100% agreed. All right, folks, let me give you the link one more time. Matt, why don't you send folks an update, okay? I can't
Hmm.
see you, Matt. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, all right. All right. Send everybody an update. And folks, Jeff and I will see you. Let me just post this link here. Jeff and I will see you in a few minutes. And let me just do it in YouTube too. I want to put it here on YouTube. We will see you guys in just a few minutes in the other room. Jeff, thank you for being here. Folks,
Yep.
don't miss out. World exclusive premiere. Uh, Jeff is going to show you how to make $100 cash every morning. It only takes 20 minutes a day. All right. First thing
Yeah,
in the morning. You guys are going to love this. This is so much fun.
it's
Jeff,
awesome.
I can't wait sharing this with you. Everybody's
Yeah,
got the link. And folks, go to the other members area. I mean, go to the other Zoom room in a few minutes and we'll see you there. Bye,
awesome. Thanks for
everybody.
having me in.
Of course, of course. More. I just can't see you for so. I don't know why I can't see you, but I know you're
Oh,
here. So
I'm
I'm
here.
going to
I'm
try to
here.
reset my camera so I can get so I could see myself and you. But it is what it is. Doesn't really matter. We could do this even if I can't see myself. God knows I do it all day long. But bye, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being here, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, and don't miss Jeff's event right now. Bye, guys.